those assurance they did. So these two holy, in fact, these two imagine at the same time, affords all of us as Gambians to surrender ourselves. Asking for His mercy and for His protection for our country. So, last month, we just celebrated our 60th birthday as a nation, the Diamond Jubilee celebration for the future. And the event that comes was talking about competition as we to take stock of the situation of our economy, our health, service delivery, education, agriculture, and many other things. Because the weight of any nation, the power of any nation, does not depend on its population. It depends on its economic power. How rich and how powerful the country's economy is. That's what really makes us up on our power as a nation. According to what we have in government, the growth rate of the economy of this country is about 6% per annum. It's a very ambitious projection based on what assumption we will do, but realistically, the projection probably should be between 3 and 4%. Annual substandard work, lead work. Now, when the president visited the Faraba campus, he found that below the period government was not, and the work was certainly not being done in accordance with the schedule. That's all we heard. I am sure that contract must have a clause when on the part of the person who caused the delay. Why is that not invoked? Just say that, look, okay, we reschedule it, and then within that rescheduled period, we see it completed, so that the now rescheduled period time would be December this year. But I am surmising that the president didn't take the drastic action that is needed because things must have happened in the past. When any leader is compromised, or when the government is compromised in any way, these are the type of areas, these are the type of reactions that we will have. I think any serious government would definitely have summoned immediately the contractors to State House. They should not just stop and express their disappointment, but should also tell the Gambian people what they are completed, not by December, but within a period of 12 months. Because so disappointment was expressed. The installmental payments that probably due to the contract have all been fully met. If they were not met, there would have been no queries. But this is the type of things that happen. These are the results. On things on the part of that the Minister of Finance signed a loan of $2 billion in December. Now, we are complaining that there's already $118 billion and to pay that, we are using $11 billion for self. You all agree with me that $11 billion is injected in agriculture will really do well for this country, will do well for our economy, and do well for our food security. Now, my calculation with the 1.8 billion, with 118 billion plus this, that's 20 billion. I have absolutely no doubt that if there is proper auditing of the activities and transactions carried by this government, we will find that there are several hidden loans that have not been disclosed. We are sitting on them because they do not want to expose some areas of government activities to audited. Francs, CFA francs, or euros, we are hidden debts. They were never disclosed by the government. And the same thing, I can tell you, is probably happening in this country. And I wonder why the Minister of Finance has not really disclosed. In the budget speech, I don't think you are following. It was not mentioned in the budget speech. Carries everything, or should carry everything that affects $1 billion would drastically affect the economy of this country, our national debt, and it's also going to increase our debt service portfolio. So this should be made known to Gambians. But all these allocations and the development projects that have been initiated, and they are not a country endowed with resources. We have our agriculture, we have our fisheries, and we have our tourism. We are not as endowed as Nigeria or even Senegal, because now that Senegal has gas and oil, and even other countries that are grappling with some sort of crisis, are not the ones that really can boast of the fact that all their activities are being financed from their resources. Now, these projections are based on what? On loans. And we are not even sure whether the until you anticipate that you will get, you may not get it. Then you anticipate getting $5 billion in loans, and it ends up being $3 billion or $2 billion. Grants may not also all be realized, and of course taxes also. And the taxes are also based on projections that so much will be collected in taxes, and all these added up together is what is taken as an assumption to project our economic growth. And these assumptions, which really do not rhyme in with reality. The corruption that we've been talking about, we find it in promotions. We find it manifesting itself in other ways. Now, what we is our national assets have been gradually sold. And when I say sold, I say so with great caution. An asset that is given away for 30 years, and what you benefit from it is just 20%, and the rest 80% goes to whom you call